Welcome to Upvoted TIFU, where OP JamesTKierkegaard writes, First, a little backstory. I, a 42-year-old male, met up with a woman, a 28-year-old female, from Bumble earlier this week in the park, and it went mostly well. We listened to music and chatted for a while. She asked me how to say "I want to fuck you" in sign language, and we made out a little bit after that. She said she wouldn't fuck me in the bushes, and when I said I wasn't really making a play for that, she asked if I wanted to. Honestly, I haven't had casual sex since I was a teenager, and even then only once, so I felt a little over my head. In any case, we didn't that night, and the evening ended when she vanished while I was in the bathroom. I knew she was leaving. She had a ride coming. The ride just so happened to be a mutual friend, so I figured we'd all chat when he got there. Nope. Just left without saying goodbye and didn't answer any texts for 4 days. I thought I'd fucked up somehow and was really confused about the whole thing. Last night, I sent her one final text, basically saying, I was a little confused and more than a little disappointed, but she clearly changed her mind, so nice meeting you, etc. After that, she finally wrote back. She said that she'd been having a bad night that night, and something about losing my number. It didn't make a whole lot of sense, and was at least partially bullshit. But, fine. The biggest thing for me was finding out what went wrong, and apparently the answer didn't really have to do with me, so I didn't press on it. I ended with something like, I hope your load is a little lighter these days. If you want to get together again sometime, let me know. Fully expecting that to be the last text we exchange. Instead, she asked me what I was doing that night. Fast forward a bit. I'm at the bar, and she arrives a little late after getting off work. I thought she was pretty when we'd first met, but apparently her work uniform is a little black dress, and she was actually surprisingly hot. It seemed like the night was going fairly decently, but she had an edge of antagonism to her, like she was ready to be set off. For example, there was a loud wedding in the main room of the bar, and I suggested we go into the side room so we could hear each other better, and she got annoyed at me for the suggestion. I'm still not entirely sure why. I should mention that she was already pretty drunk when she arrived, but I kind of get the impression she's the kind of person who's drunk a lot of the time and knows how to manage it. She'd showed up at the park a little drunk too. She went to put music on the jukebox before going out to smoke, and a guy from the wedding party struck up a conversation with me about my shirt while she was gone. When she got back, she was acting hostile towards the guy. He tried to make a comment to her about how she was the type of woman who always had someone to light her cigarette for her. I don't really know if this is majorly offensive, but what really struck me about it was that she was annoyed with him, even before she understood what he'd said. He had to repeat it several times before either of us caught it. Like I said, it was really loud in the room. She told him off and slammed her purse on the chair and told me to watch it. Now, I'd already stood up to come join her outside. I told her before she'd left that I was planning on doing that, even though I don't smoke. Beyond wanting to hang out with her and not sit at the bar all by myself, it was incredibly loud in there, and I wanted to get away. But she stormed off before I had the chance to say anything. Except she didn't go outside. She moved down 3 places at the bar and was chatting with some other wedding people, with me anchored to our seats. After about 5 minutes, I went up and told her that she should grab the purse because I didn't want to be stuck watching it, and I went to use the bathroom. I was a little frustrated with the evening, and honestly, I didn't want to be sitting at the bar when she got back. So I went and played a little pinball. I kind of thought she might just not come back at all, and I kind of thought that would be all right with me. I've been single for 2+ years, and haven't really had a lot of luck in that time. So I was already kicking myself a little for not just grinning and bearing it for the sake of at least trying to have a fun evening with a beautiful woman. Even with her hostility and the inability to talk, I had the feeling we'd probably hook up if I didn't do anything too stupid. But the way she was acting kept me from swallowing my pride, and I felt like I should at least have some self-respect. When I got back, she was at the bar, and as soon as I sat down, she told me I was a complete asshole for telling her to grab her purse. I wasn't surprised by this. It made sense with her general attitude that evening. After spending a minute trying to smooth things out, I finished my drink, told her it was nice meeting her, and walked out. I went to my usual place and chatted with some old friends for a while before heading home. On my way there, sometime near bar time, she called me. She asked where I was, and when I told her I was almost home, she started laying into me again about what an asshole I am and how this is why I'm single at my age. I told her it was nice meeting her again and hung up. I probably should have just left it at that, but I did send her one final text when I got home. I wish I could copy and paste it here, but I deleted her number afterward. It was an attempt to explain how I'd seen the evening and try to smooth things over a bit. I'm not surprised I didn't get a reply. And that was an upvoted TIFU story by JamesTKierkegaard. Now go out there, have a great day, and don't fuck it up.